Hey y'all, welcome back to the Outer World Media channel. This time, guys, we have a movie review to do, and this review is over Clint Eastwood's Escape from Alcatraz. So I watched this last night. I ordered this Kino Lorber was having a sale, and they have quite a few Clint Eastwood movies that I wanted. So I picked this up. Kind of some background on this, before we get into the review. So I've been to San Francisco one time. I just remember as a kid, I was very fascinated with Alcatraz. I just wanted to drive across the Golden Gate Bridge and see Alcatraz. And as we left San Francisco, we went across the Golden Gate Bridge, and I could barely make out the shape of Alcatraz. I'll never forget that. And I've always been fascinated with Alcatraz. Just with the starting off as a base for during the Civil War and whatnot, and then learning as I got older about the escape of Frank Morris and his accomplices and whatnot, just made me really fascinated by it. So I've always had a huge interest in this. And then I found out, as I got older, started becoming a Clint Eastwood fan and whatnot, I found out that Clint Eastwood was in a movie about Alcatraz. And so I really wanted to get this, and I've had my eye on trying to, find this movie for the last few years. And then I saw that Kino Lorber did a 4K of it, so I was very interested in it. I've just been waiting and waiting, and they finally had it on sale. It was like $20, so I bought it. I did watch this on HBO Max last night. This actually just came in from Amazon. So I unpackaged it for this video. So essentially just going over this though, this movie is about Clint Eastwood's character, Frank Miller, escaping from Alcatraz. This is kind of, I want to say loosely based off of it, because nobody really knows 100% the facts of this. Obviously we had the guy that was supposed to escape with Morris and his other accomplices, but never did. So I honestly, think that we don't fully know. Some of this is speculation, I would definitely say. But just kind of going over this, this is a star-studded cast. This has Clint Eastwood, obviously. It has Mr. Heckles from Friends, which I did not expect to see that. I watched about 15 minutes with him in a scene before I finally realized, holy crap, that's Heckles from Friends. Then you have, I think it's Frank Ward, I believe is his last name. Who starred in Tremors, which I absolutely love. Me and my wife love the first two movies, the first one especially. So this definitely does have a great cast in it. Again, guys, this whole movie is based off of Clint Eastwood essentially just trying to break out of Alcatraz. We open up in this movie where, he's getting, into Alcatraz, getting what's the term? Submitted to Alcatraz, whatever you want to call it. And then, there's not a whole lot of talking, which I really loved when this movie first opened up. I think they kind of ruined it, though. There's two guards that kind of talk, and I understand why they did, but they kind of ruined it. And then we get that infamous closing of the door and the famous phrase, "Welcome to Alcatraz," and then thunder hits and whatnot, and you kind of see some lightning hit. It's just awesome opening. I've seen an interview where Quentin Tarantino was talking about that opening and whatnot, which got me really hyped for it. Again, I'd never seen this. I stayed up late last night watching this. Where does this rank for me being a Clint Eastwood film? This was definitely a slow burn, I will say. This whole movie essentially is about, Clint Eastwood's character deciding, hey, I'm going to break out of Alcatraz, and just the things that he did to try and, escape and whatnot, just the things that he had to do, the tools he had to get and whatnot. I really loved one scene where, he's talking to another inmate, about welding in his cell to try to get something with better grip to try to dig in the wall. I really love that scene. It kind of shows how he would have done it and whatnot, which I thought was very interesting. This is definitely, like I said, slow burn. This is not going to be, like the good, the bad, and the ugly, where it's, shootout after shootout or anything like that. I will say the character, the gentleman that plays the warden, definitely does a great job, because you almost instantly hate him, just from, him talking about how, the past two wardens, they had, programs for, honorary inmates who were on good behavior. He's like, I don't do that. He goes, you're not going to have that. You're not going to get off the rock. You're not going to have this. And then, he takes, painting away from one inmate. He takes, he does all kinds of stuff. He does stuff to piss off the inmates essentially. And I really feel you get the sense that he gets off on pissing them off and just ruin their lives even more and whatnot. So again, guys, this was a really good movie. I definitely would say I don't think this is one of his best movies. I really enjoyed this movie, and this is one I definitely will go back and rewatch. It's Clint Eastwood. How can you not like a Clint Eastwood movie? Again, especially being on Alcatraz and whatnot. I needed a little bit more investigating into this movie and the production behind it. I don't think that there is there's a couple special features on here, but I need to do some more looking into it. At the end, it's speculated whether, Frank Morris and his accomplices escaped or if they died. And you had that infamous scene with the warden, where he's talking, does whatever flower, chrysanthemums, however you say it, I can't pronounce it. Does it grow on this, does it grow here? And the deputy warden goes, no, it doesn't. And he goes, they're dead. They're dead. He tried to convince himself that they're dead, even though he didn't really think it. They kind of leave it up for speculation and whatnot. So really, really great movie, guys. This is one, if you're going to sit there and watch this, definitely one, be prepared to sit there for a couple hours and whatnot and have, a slow burn. It's about 112 minutes. So definitely, like I said, be prepared for a slow burn movie. Don't expect to go into this, expecting guns blazing and fights and whatnot. There are some in this movie. There's a shower scene with Clint Eastwood and he beats up a guy and whatnot, which is kind of a subplot to this. And you kind of see how that interacts with this, which causes this to happen. Again, I don't want to give too much away of this movie just in case you haven't seen it, but again, guys, great movie. Really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait. Next time I watch it, I'm definitely going to put on my 4K and watch it and just kind of see how the picture quality is. This is definitely one I'm happy to have in my Clint Eastwood collection. So again, guys, that is my review for Escape from Alcatraz starring Clint Eastwood. Would I recommend it? Yes, I definitely would. Highly, highly recommend this movie, guys. And that I'm going to end it there because I'm going to sound like a broken record. Again, guys, check this out. It's on HBO Max. If not, I think you could still get this on Amazon for $20 or so. Even if you're not able to get the 4K, get DVD, Blu-ray, watch it. Great movie. As always, guys, y'all have a good one.